Hey dudes and dudettes. I was scrolling through my Facebook feed and I came across Joshua Voiles, I believe his name is, and Charlie from Guitar Mastery Method. And I was just sort of going through this stuff and I was like, this is actually pretty damn good content. You know, they've managed to market themselves really, really well. And they're in my feed at least, so their advertising's working. And I was just seeing laughing face emoticons, angry face emoticons, all of this really, really negative backlash. And I've seen it with people like Chris Brooks, who's an amazing guitarist, and he writes also he's with my publishing house, so he writes books with the same company that I work with. He's got some incredible material out there as well in video course form and obviously book stuff as well. And I almost feel like there's this resistance from the guitarist community to seek higher education or to be accepting of new concepts. And it's like the advanced players almost want to go on there and be like, you don't need to do that, you should just play it rough like me. And it's like, well, if this guy's figured out a way to shred the way that he does, like Joshua Voiles is just freaking unbelievable. You cannot deny the man's an amazing guitarist. And he's like, all right, well, I was a video game addict and then I wanted to turn my life around, but I had RSI from probably playing a stupid amount of video games. It's like I could only play for 10 minutes of time, so this is what I did to maximize that. And he's come out on top. He's an amazing player, and now he has this method that he can teach other people. And everyone's I've just noticed a lot of people in the guitar community have been so hateful towards this dude because they're like, how dare you give us shortcuts? How dare you tell us that there's an easier way of doing things? And I think efficiency is great. If you're time poor, there's nothing wrong with that. And then the same goes for what Charlie from Guitar Mastery Method, I think it's called. He's on about how to, use, I think it's sort of like improvisation, lead guitar kind of thing as well. Probably a bit of a speed element there. But everyone's kind of pushing towards a similar goal. These teachers are trying to make money off their intellectual property. They're being as honest as they can in most cases, and they're being met with some pretty obscure hate. And for me, I've got books out. If you've noticed at the end of every single one of my videos, ta-da, I've got a book out. I have no problem in that level of shameless self-promotion because it's something I've worked really hard on. It's something I'm really proud of. And on top of the fact that I'm putting in hours a week for nearly 7 years coming May this year, I've given so much to the internet to just go, hey, if anyone wants to buy my book or support me in any other way, I don't feel guilty about that. And if I had the resources to have, a platform like Joshua or the Guitar Mastery Method guys, I probably would launch a site like that. I'm happy to do the Udemy thing in the meantime, and I've also got chriszoupa.com, but I just wonder whether there's this weird mentality that guitarists aren't supposed to be successful. Like, people just want to see you fail. People want to see creatives rather. They want to see you busking on the street while they're working their shitty 9-to-5s, filling out Excel documents. People don't want to know that you're happy and you figured out a way to create a passive income. And, I remember watching a video with Gary Vaynerchuk. Yes, I like him. He's pretty funny and he's very, very cutthroat. And he was saying something to the effect of, I've met so many people like, oh man, Uber, I had that idea. I just never got around to doing it. This way to streamline taxi services and for you to, employ people really, really quickly and people to make money and for you to track your drivers. And he's like, well, why didn't you frickin' do it? And that's kind of the same thing I'm noticing with some of the advanced guitarists is they're like, well, that's not how I would do it. I do it this way. And it's like, well, get off your ass. Make YouTube videos. Make courses. Write books. No one's stopping you. And there's sort of this weird, another weird mentality that I've sort of noticed with people like me and Tyler Larson and Ben Ella. Tyler and Ben are a lot bigger than I am because they're in the right country to have their wings spread, and I think it's a lot easier to find them than it is to find me way down here in Australia. We're not in competition with each other. In fact, we all have something to gain when one of us flourishes. I've got plenty of students that have bought my Udemy course and also have Tyler's guitar super systems thing. And they're happy to have both. And I'm happy that one of my friends is also making money at the same time as me. And I'm not, it's this sort of that old proverb of don't be worried if your neighbor's got more food in their bowl, just be worried if they don't have any food at all. So I think if you're coming from a place of abundance, you're happy to see other people succeed. And if you're sort of a negative dick sandwich, as you've seen many of me call many people over YouTube and Instagram over the years, you don't want to see other people succeed. So I'm not going to say go out and buy a course today, but I think just be more open-minded when you're watching these videos. Think, if I've got an extra 15 minutes a day that I can put into this guy's course, I'm not even promoting myself, buy mine by any means, but if there's something about what you're seeing from these guys as something that might work for you, don't read the negative dickbag comments. Have a look at it and go, can I actually get something out of this? And it might be well worth your while. Anyway, none of this is gospel. We're just trying to exchange a bit of conversational fodder. So if you guys have anything you'd like to add to this conversation, hit it up in the comments section. Let's have a powwow, and I'll catch you all very soon.